All right, guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind. Today, we're talking about our upcoming Mexican workshop that's taking shape, and I'm going to provide the details in just a minute. Today, we're talking about Bitcoin too, because we've had this head and shoulders pattern has been forming here, and it looks like, excuse me, Bitcoin is forming a head and shoulders pattern right now. It hasn't broke. I mean, it's lightly broke this bottom, just putting a toe through. We're 2% more than our reactions here and here. So we're just watching that. We didn't do this reaction here, but let's go measure this one. I do all this all the time anyway. So where do we got here? Again, so we're into this 22 and 23 period. So as long as we don't break more than the 22 and 23%, then we're in pretty good shape. So right now we're around the 21% mark, and so that's still a and healthy correction, and the market isn't showing any signs of subsiding right now as I'd expected, and it's going against my forecast right now. And I mean, it does this from time to time. It can do this for one day, 1 week, or 1 month. However, we're watching this closely because our forecast was calling for some more tumultuous pullbacks into these areas right here of our chart, and this would coincide perfectly with we're having events coming up. There's a lot of anticipated pressure on that date for Bitcoin to ascertain its dominance again. So we're watching that, and just looking at this right now, and we were talking about our technicals here, and we're just starting to pierce through, and our RSI is coming up and looks like it's about to top out here. Same with our MACD. Our MACD, the buyers were strong, with these bars. They've stepped right in, and we're subsequently at areas where it would technically be considered an area to sell. So that in mind, the buyers look like they're almost ready to exit, but we have to watch for that. No death cross here, but it's looking like we could possibly have another rollover. And then when we were putting our trend lines down, we were talking about how these would coincide and connect, and that's entirely what's happening right now. Stochastics made our bottom, had a really good pullback here. We've got we got a golden cross now, and we noticed that things were starting to get a little shaky up here. And I was warning you about this around the 29th and 30th. I was saying there could be a dead cat bounce, and we could experience some more volatility. And sure enough, but the volatility wasn't really powerful in its amplitude, and it's moved back up and retesting. So we have a death cross here. However, it's playing along together here, creating a couple of different crosses. So we're watching this choppiness, and we'd like to see this carry on a little bit before it has a fall off. And I'm thinking that this Valentine's Day, Bitcoin's either going to have a blow off, or we're going to have a my bloody Bitcoin, and the temporary pullback and reactions may take place and sit into this area. So just be patient of that. Now, the only way for us to continue on in an upward and a major market move up here would be, as we've been stating before, just going to make this a little bit more so we can see it, our building blocks. Okay, so we've been talking about our building blocks. Right back here is another building block. Let's just quickly revisit this, okay? Right, this is our first building block right here. right? And we came back and we retested this. And now here's our upper or top area where we could expect reactions and a pullback to and a building block area. So is that what's happening right now? Because it sure seems like, we've got these building blocks right here, and these are getting a little bit higher. We have a bottom on this building block here. And then note that this is our next building block, right? We get above this, that's these tops, right? So, and this is a dangerous place. We could have a severe reaction here. Some news can come out about crypto and the fact that you're not allowed to own it unless you got a chip or something attached to you or whatever the heck they got planned. Anyway, not that I'm saying that that's what's going to happen. That's just purely speculation and my opinion. However, for Bitcoin to get more excited and to move up in a big movement or have a blow off, we would have to get above 49, or particularly this 45 area like we're starting to do, and we have to sit on this area and then move up. So we have to get above this and use this as our building block area, right? It has to be our foundation. And it wouldn't surprise me that, these areas here, we're in this area, so it's probably a retest of a lot of this stuff. If we can't make it above this, maybe a bit more sideways action. We again retest this area, and if it holds, then we have a chance again at a an early April high here. We could be moving up into this area and get rejected again, and then come back down, set back down sometime before or around this event, have another spring up, and then probably a rollover. And then probably by the time that this, very late May comes in, we have a lot of conjunctions and planets that are be making major relationships, and I think you should pay attention to those in the ephemeris. I've gone over that a little bit. Go look at my last tutorial where I set up the ephemeris and we talk about a few things. Okay, so we've talked about the chart and what we could maybe expect moving forward. I've given you a little insight into possibly what the future has to hold for us. So let's go take a look at we're having our Gann in-person forecasting workshop. It's in Mexico, in Cancun. It's going to be at the Beachscape Kin Ha Villas and Suites, and that's in the top north zone of Cancun, and it's like 5 minutes from the airport. It's in the most prestigious area of this hotel and Cancun area. So I just happened to get a really good deal there. So and I wanted to check out this side. I've been to a couple other places there, and just like to check out other places. This one looked like a really, really, really nice one. So that's where we're at. So we're going to meet and greet. The course will take place on the 6th, or it could be the 7th, just depending on how everybody gets there. But mark the 6th. We're going to meet and greet, have some food. We're going to talk about Mr. Gann. Then I'm going to give you a really in-depth presentation regarding the square of 9. And we're going to go through all these attributes of the square of 9, the sequences, the zodiac. We're going to talk about the 360 ring, the 8 octaves of the square. We'll talk about sidereal time and the 24-hour year. We'll talk about the ephemeris. We'll also do some planetary cycles and scales. We'll be converting price to longitude. We'll do like the mean of 5 and cycle of 8. After which, we're going to have a little coffee break and walk around. We're probably going to have to do a few breaks and walk arounds because this is really heavy material and I can't have you falling asleep through any of this. So we'll just do some tasks and some assignments that I'll get you to play around with the square nine, because the square nine comes with this course. So you'll get one of these with all the planetary bodies. You're going to get all these original documents here. Not necessarily this book, but these original documents that Gann sold for 2,500 each back in 1930s, which is about 50 grand today each one. So in the afternoon, it kicks up. It gets even heavier, and I'm going to give you another in-depth presentation explaining time cycles with original Gann documents, and it'll just outline how to create annual forecasts. Once we're done that, we'll have a little break, walk around, and then you are going to be put to work, and I'm going to give you all the material, and you're going to create forecasts for Bitcoin for 2024 and 2025, and you're going to do an S&P 500 forecast. You're not going to just be doing it all alone, and then I'm just chucking all this stuff at you. You're going to do it. I'm going to help you along the way. No one is being left behind. You need to understand how these methods work and applying them correctly. So I'm going to be right there making sure that you're doing all that. It's not a competition. So just remember those exercises that we're doing here, they're going to be designed to build your knowledge. So after about the end of the day, 3:45, 4 p.m., we're going to finish up with the event. So this event includes that square of nine and a booklet, like I said, down here. Comes with the planetary pieces, original forecasting documents. It includes a presentation by me, the instruction under me, and also your work assignments. I'll be helping you through those, and it'll include your food. Doesn't include alcohol, flights, or accommodation. You guys just have to take care of that stuff yourself. Capacity for this event, we're just going to kind of peg it at 30. It's probably better if we have less. It's just easier to convey the messages to people. However, a larger setting still won't set us back, as there'll probably be quite a few senior traders and researchers that could also help with the streamlining of the material for anyone else that might be struggling in the audience as well. So anyone who has taken an online workshop, if you've purchased an online workshop or you have purchased a workshop in the past, you are welcome to join us for free. You just have to pay for your food, drinks, and your flight, but the workshop will be free. So if you have already purchased an in-person forecasting workshop, or you have purchased any of my online forecasting workshops, you're welcome to join up, and you can come there, and it's free. It's just going to be a brush up for you. And if you're a returning Gann's researcher, then it will be expected of you to from time to time help out with our forecasting, and anyone that's struggling around you or near you. And just remember, anytime that you start to teach something to someone that doesn't understand something, you again become more powerful and learn much more. And further knowledge is unlocked unto you. So just remember, helping others helps you. So mark this on your calendar, guys. I'll be there between the 6th or the 3rd and the 9th. And it's taking place on the 26th, right? Mexico, Cancun, Beachscape Kin Ha Villas, guys. Sign up. It's going to be really good. Okay, so just showing you, this is the hotel that we're going to be at, and it's located in the upper part of Cancun. This is the exceptional location, okay? So it's a really good area. So come hang out. We're going to be frolicking around in the pool, and you probably see me frolicking around and flipping around like a fish out here. Okay, so we've just kind of wrapped that up. I just wanted to say peace and love to you all, and thank you for following along and looking at all the things that we're talking about and doing. I want to send a big shout out to all my viewers and my subscribers. I've managed to get over the 1,000 mark. I'm just really grateful to all of you. I just want to say I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Anyone that has a YouTube channel, if you don't have any content, you've probably noticed that I've signed up to your YouTube channel because I want to support anyone that subscribes to me. Even if you don't have any content, I'd be delighted to be your first subscriber. My journey has been a long journey, and I might just talk about that in a couple of tutorials just based on my YouTube journey. So I just wanted to say thank you for everyone for that. Also to all the people that a lot of researchers that reach out to me, show me their work and the stuff they're doing. They're really doing a great job. There's so many of them: Troy, Nicholas, Christopher, Manello. There's so many of you that are doing a great job. So I'm really grateful to hear back from you and that you're learning something from this because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to convey this in a truthful way that you can understand it and apply it correctly. Okay, peace and love, guys. Talk to you soon. Safe trading out there. Peace and love.